Penn State game in '08, yeah. So we had to relive '08 a little bit. We had a rough start. Offense was struggling, defense were trying to hold it together. Lost a few games up early, got the ship righted, and as coach was saying, you're gonna have ups and downs during a season. And I think we lost to Illinois the week before this night game, and they came in here, night game, ranked number 3, and pulled it out with the Daniel Murray field goal. So hopefully we live up to some of that magic here Saturday night and have a good one.
That'd be a real rewarding senior year because, as you mentioned, I think you started 3-3 with 3 really tough losses, but by the end of the year you beat Penn State, and Minnesota, and what have you. What did that feel like to go out on the way you guys did that year?
I mean, you want to win your last games and win that last game as a senior in the Outback versus South Carolina. I was literally looking at the schedule from '08 before I came up here, like, damn, how did that season go? But, to finish strong and to finish that year and then watch, then it'll be fun getting together with these guys from the '09 and '10 team to kind of relive with some memories with those guys. And they were a great group of guys, and they had much success that next season, and it was great. But to be a part of that and watch those guys develop and have an even more successful season than we did in '08, it was fun to see.
How about your freshman year, the victory at Wisconsin, Barry Alvarez Day and what have you? That had to be a high point too.
That's fun. I kind of light up when you say that because people say, hey, what's your favorite game? You play 50 of them. There's a lot of games, but that was one I always go back to, right? Playing in Camp Randall, Barry's last game, Alvarez's last game, and to be a freshman and to be playing with guys like Greenway and Abdul and some of those guys and to get a win for them, it was fun as a freshman.
How is it that Solon and Mount Vernon produce so many Iowa football players?
There's a good one here now, but I don't know. Like Coach saying, sometimes we don't always have the intangibles, but hopefully we're close enough they can spot us, I guess. Just being a part of and have access to this and to have coaches down here, I know, learning from these coaches. Hopefully they found me 20 minutes away, but it's fun to see Tristan out there, Wirfs, and now Linderbaum. Know both those guys personally. I see Mofford and Solon guy on that same O-line is a cool thing to see.
It's almost difficult to say your name without the name King and Kroul for it seems like 15 years now. It's
been a long time. Yeah.
Together now. What was your relationship like with Mitch? He's obviously a pretty gregarious person and stuff. And how do you guys communicate now?
I think we balance each other out pretty well. Mitch with his long hair and his antics at times, and I was kind of, I don't know, dull in a way, but did my job. And Mitch obviously made plays and did a great job. But like I said, cohesive when we played, and we lived together, I think 2 years out of the 5, and still maintain a relationship till this day. So, it's something I talk about all the time with people too, is the culture and the friendships you make, and to have a coaching staff intact as long as we have it. We always have those connections with the coaches or with past players as well. So, yeah.
Did you know you'd go back into farming when your playing days were done?
I think the goal was to play 12 years in the NFL and then come back and, not try and make a living out of farming. But, deep down, obviously, and I think anybody will tell you it comes from a farm or that works every day on the land, you're always going to be tied to it. And having, my parents develop what Joe kind of explained today, I saw as a great opportunity to not only see what I can make it and see what we can make our farm, but just have those ties and to every day, see what you accomplish and see what you do and in a way be your own boss and see what we can do and have control over the sustainability or the water quality or things that make farmers tick. Is every day living that is something to be special. So I pretty much knew I was. And it's fun to be back now for 7 years. I've been back there. So
your team experienced some adversity just on the field, tough times in 06, 07 before in 08 you kind of reached the top there. What kind of advice would you give today's current athletes who maybe after a tough loss the other day and how they could get off the mat and go forward based on your experience?
Yeah, I think it's just find the leaders, and we have the leaders in the coaching staff. With Coach being here. And I always explain Coach Ferentz is he's always even keel. And I said this 5 years ago and introduced him somewhere, but it's just to have that stability, not only from the tenure, but his attitude and his, you know, discipline and how he carries the team and how he carries a practice and how he carries in life. That's what you fall back on. You know, fall back on those intangibles, he calls them, of you know, dig deep and find those 3 or 4 guys in your core. Say that running back room. You know, there's 4 good ones this year. You know, find those core guys in D-line room, find those core guys in O-line room, and go back to the basics. That's what this program's always been built off of, is stuff maybe that didn't do right this weekend, you know, turnovers, you know, penalties, but get back to the basics and like I always did when I played, just do your job and good things will happen. So just group together.